السلام عليكم. Natalie, Mustafa, Zineb, Ahlan wa sahlan. I hope you are doing well, my friends. And we have more. We have Mija Kim. Good evening. Good evening, everyone there. And we have Palestina. Thank you very much for joining, my friends. I really hope that this session will be like yesterday's session, where you showed a good amount of interaction, and you showed keen interest in digging into some of the maybe residual aspects of English grammar vocabulary. This is nice. I mean, I say residual because there were some of the rules that proved to be problematic for some of the viewers, some of the followers. Thank you so much. Thank you, CSE. Thank you. Barakallahu Fik. Ahmed, Maryam, good evening. I hope you are doing well. Hip, hip. Oh, no, I think so. She told us is Hiba. You are welcome, Asma. You are welcome. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry for this delay. The delay is due to the fact that there are many of you, who are, fond of football, and they might want to watch the game, especially that some people's favorite team, which is Real Madrid, has played against another team today. And because the match, stopped at or had to stop at 10:30, I decided on these things, on delaying this to 10:30 to this live. I mean, Sid Hadi, marhaba Ustad, marhaba. Don't forget to like the live, dear friends. Please do that. Thank you very much, Asma. Thank you, Madam 2004. Hello. Hiba, are you a soccer fan? Not that much, except when the Moroccan national team plays, or when big teams such as Barcelona, Real Madrid. But I'm not identifying with any team except the Moroccan national team. I have to cancel everything to watch those matches. Okay, thank you, dear friends. Thank you very much. Please like the live. I think you did it now because you are 15 people watching me against 13 likes. 2 of you مسمومين. شكون هما؟ الله أعلم, because they have not hit the like button. I'm just joking, my friends. But anyway, I don't think you will lose anything in liking the live. Madam, are you the madam I taught in S3? Tell me, please. Okay, we are used to TikTok lives more than YouTube, but it's fine. Here we have people who might be focused on those aspects, on those on exam samples like the one we have been discussing and the ones we are going to continue to discuss. But anyway, I oscillate between TikTok and YouTube. But usually TikTok, I am live when I take my morning coffee, my late morning coffee, maybe 11:30, 12. You see, I chat with my friends, and I enjoy the interaction there, because they ask questions that are serious. And I have a feeling that here on YouTube it's slightly different. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for making it to this live session. Okay, so do you think it's we stopped at question 57? We stopped at question 57. We need to wait probably for some other friends who may have watched the match in a cafe, and they might be making their way home so that they can sit down and follow us. See Yunus, marhaba. Figik, hello. Sil Hassan, Hari, marhaba. Thank you so much. I'm afraid there's a fan over there, and I'm afraid it will cause me to have pain in the shoulder So I think it's good to go and do without it because it's not as hot as it used to be. Here, in the region of Rabat Saleh, it has, rained. It has been raining. It's still raining, light showers, but we can still call it raining. Dr. Bouknifi, marhaba. I'll come back. Thank you very much, Sir Bouknifi. I think we can do without the fan. Okay, voilà. Oops. Hiba, guys, is the teaching recruitment exam open or not yet? I don't think it is open. Maybe a ministerial note is expected in September and most probably in October, but you have to check, please. Check on the website of CRMEF and then you will have the information. Sir Abdelmi, good evening. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. And I just don't want the friends who will arrive late to miss the beginning of or the first part of what we are going to cover. Anyway, let me bring to your attention again, and I'm sure this is something that you know, but it just as a matter of stressing it, as a matter of putting premium on this piece of information or this piece of advice. You see, ignoring grammar rules, ignoring the work on the language itself may not help you go further in your studies and also in your career. I'm addressing this specifically to English department students. So if anyone is at the level of S1 to S6, the undergrad program, please understand that the mastery of the language is primarily what will guide you to a job position. Ignoring your studies, focusing just on the exam, minding only the exam, will not lead you anywhere, my friend. Assuming that thinking that by having your BA degree, even if it's not one where you get high grades, is already an achievement. No, I'm so sorry to say that. And for those of you who have who are cases of students who have got their BA degree with low grades, again, I'm telling you, this is not too late. There is still room for you to, get back what you think you have lost. The time specifically that you have lost. Because when you see that someone reaches a level, S5 or S6, but with problems. When I say problems, I'm referring to mistakes that are typical of S1 mistakes, and they are still made at the level of S5 and S6. That's something that calls for, reconsidering one's strategies and one's outlook at oneself and one's competence. The diploma in itself will not mean anything. See, it's very important. Yes, it's an exploit. Yes, but at least, even if you have low grades, at least do something such that the diploma reflects your knowledge, your competence. Why? Because you are an English department student, and what is the least that is expected of you is to master the English language. You are different from someone who has studied English at a language center, for example. Okay, that's the difference, and this is enough of an incentive that should, propel you forward, cause you to, to do more and to work more, to work harder. Even if you are you are in semester, you study courses where the basic, elements that are taught are content courses such as media studies, language, linguistics, literature, whatever. In those courses, you also need to mind your language. Anyway, mastery of the English language for an English department student is a must. It's a minimal requirement. Okay. Some might say again, well, we can tolerate it. My friend, even if people can tolerate mistakes, be at it, and then if they want to tolerate, let them tolerate. But get hold of what you are supposed to get hold of. حيت محسوب عليك English department student. That's the thing. Okay, nice. So free voice, مرحبا Natalie, أهلا Natalie. Oh, but I greeted you at the beginning, Natalie. Okay, to understand. So that's a contribution. Understand? I thought you said hi again. Cultural context. Well, I don't know. I missed. Before that, there was Plastina. He said, would it be possible to do a video on in vivo just like you did on SPSS in the near future, inshallah? Once the semester kicks off, I will have videos on research methodology, and I will highlight the those softwares and talk about them, and as I did with SPSS, that's for sure. Natalie, you are responding to something I said before. Perhaps I just missed the point. Good evening, Mr. Zakaria. Good evening. Free voice, a minimal requirement. That's true. Free voice. Thank you for joining me in this. Udi Zakaria, did you say something before Zakaria? Because you said and thank you. And when we say and, it means that we have said something before. No, Mr. Zakaria, I don't think you said anything before. Guys, no, that's Hiba who asked this. And thank you, but probably you said something before. Anyway, hello, Si Ahmed. You are welcome, my friend. You are 28 here. I don't know whether it's high time we started, or do you think we have to wait? So I think 12 minutes have already elapsed. We have nothing to wait for. I don't remember where we stopped exactly. Did we say we stopped at... not saying we stopped at 50 or 87. Can you just... question 58. Now let's do question 58. Thank you. Let me look for it here. 58. That's true. All right. Thank you. 58. So let me upload that. Yeah, 58. Very good. Thank you. Partage. Et voilà. Yalla. Question 58. Does it need any zoom in? Do you think I should zoom it somehow, or is it okay? Say okay if it's okay, please. Yeah, it's clear. It's clear. Thank you. Another, it's clear, please. Nobody. All right. Not clear. Thank you. So I'll have to do something with it. All right. Let me just zoom it more. Okay, forward like this. I think it's better now. Okay, let me arrêter le partage et puis very good. I think it's better now. All right. Yeah, I did the zoom in, so it's fine. So the question says, many animals are at grave, and then we have space of extinction. Okay, do you think it... Okay, let me do it again. Sorry. Let me do it again. Okay. يلا باش نخدموا غير على 9 questions, so it's fine, I think. يلا. Okay. I think it's better now. Many animals at grave of extinction. So do we say at grave death of extinction, recycle of extinction, risk of extinction? Obviously, of course, it's C. Okay, you're welcome, Asma. It's C. The risk of extinction, we say they are threatened, okay, by extinction. Nice. Okay, let's do question 59. By the time my sister was 10, yeah, that's true, Sarah Suad, that's true. Thank you. By the time my sister was 10, she, and then we have space, two foreign languages. Okay, two foreign languages. Do we say she already learned, she would already learn, she had already learned, she will have already learned? Had already learned, that's true. أهلا سي جمال مرحبا بك. She had already learned. For those of you who have a problem in this, okay, Hamza says it's B, ولكن أسماء says it's D. Wait a minute, we'll have already learned. Well, B, Figik says it's B. Thank you. So here I just need to draw your attention to the expression by, okay, plus a time expression. I said that in one of the videos. I will have to say it here again. So if you have by or by the time, okay, then what we expect is a future perfect. Fine. I'm sorry. Let me say it again. I made a mistake. So when we have by plus a date or by the time, okay, etc., I have to use a perfect tense. I repeat, when you have by, for example, by plus date, by 2000 and something, the first thing that comes to mind is a perfect tense. Now, should it be a past perfect tense or a future perfect tense? My answer is it all depends on whether the time that we are referring to is, okay, a past, it happened in the past or it will happen in the future. So here we have by the time, which is indicative of a perfect tense, okay, but we have my sister was 10. So the very fact of having a verb in the past, it means we're talking about something in the past. And because I have by the time plus the simple past, it means that the next verb has to be in the past perfect. By the time my sister was 10, she had already learned. Now, just imagine I have something like by the time my sister is 30, meaning that she will be 30. Imagine she is 20 now, and I'm saying by the time my sister is 20. Automatically, no discussion about that, the appropriate tense is the future perfect. By the time my sister is 30, she will have obtained her doctorate, for example. All right? I know that the overwhelming majority of the friends here do know the rule and they are able to apply it and they even teach it because I have different friends here. But this is just to generalize the information, lest there should be someone who is not fully aware of this rule. أهلا سمية. Hello, my dear professor. الله يجزيك كل خير. مرحبا سمية. بارك الله فيك. Thank you for joining us. But Sumia, you have come, but no Ninunus has not arrived yet. Okay, thank you. All right. So, 60, question 60. So, question number 60. More families are spending a lot of money on the latest. Okay, on the latest what? Technology devices. It's technological devices. Technological devices. That should be A. Thank you, dear friends. That's true. Now, let's move on, please. Karima is at the new hairdressers. Karima, so we are in question 61. Karima is at the new hairdressers to have her hair cut, to have cut her hair, to cut her hair, and to get cut her hair. Which one? Why not D, Hamza? Hamza, are you talking about question 61? باش ما يكونش ديكالاج الله يجازيكم بخير. When you want to answer, this is a request from me. Please write the number of the question because the answers may come late. All right, so Hamza says yes, so it means 61. Palestina says it's 61. Okay, so Karima is at the new hairdressers to have her hair cut. That's what the majority say. But we have why not. Yeah, شكون فيكم I'm sorry, someone is saying why not D. Who says why not D, please? Write me. The person, because I need to mention your name. For question 61, someone is asking the question, why not D? To get cut her hair is not possible. At least we should say to get her hair cut, that can be possible. To cut her hair for C, if there is anyone who says why not C, I would take Palasathina's answer, because she says she won't cut her hair personally, the hairdresser will do it for him. Figig, to cut her hair, my friend, شوف, to cut her hair is a transfer from Moroccan Arabic. مشى عند حلاق باش يقطع شعره ولا باش يحسن. Okay, but in English, no. Why did he go to the hairdresser? Not to cut his hair, because he went to the hairdresser to cut his hair means he will get into the barber's shop, the hairdresser shop, and he will take the scissors and he will cut the hair by himself. That's what this implies. But when you say to have his hair cut, it means that he or she will have the barber cut her hair, because we're talking about Karima here. Very good, Abu Bakr. That's true, Suhail. Thank you very much for this illuminating, explanation. Thank you very much. 62, you have criminals. Okay, 62, criminals may use computers to transfer money. And then we have, that's true. These are, some of the questions are obvious. That's true, Zakaria. That's true, Rashid. Palestina, thank you very much. That's true. So 62, illegally. 62, illegally. All right. Now, 63, most people, 63, yes, Suhail, yes, Yasin. Figig, if you mean 62, that's also correct. Now, 63, Madam says it's D, 63, we will see. Most people find that computers enable them to do their work with greater, and then you have, very good, Lubna, you're talking about 62. All right. 63, it's D. 62, it's C. 63, it's D, efficiently, and nobody would disagree, because it's fine. Okay. So Dr. Mustafa says, please don't answer questions before the professor reads them. Thank you. I noticed that some friends do that, so it will be better. Thank you. See, Hamza, question 60, D is a correct answer too, isn't it? Wait a minute. Hamza is asking a question. Hamza is asking the question as to whether D is a possible correct answer for question 60. Technology devices. Now, look at this, Mr. Hamza. Let me say something. In multiple choice questions, where you are supposed to take only one choice, you look for the one that wins. The one that is less likely, you discard it. And sometimes now, in this case, in this specific question 60, there is this technology devices. But do we really say technology devices? History book, you can have this parallelism with that. You can have this analogy. But let's imagine that technology devices, instead of technological devices, or technology devices, also exists. Which one is more frequent? Which one is more likely? And why should I take technology devices, which is somehow weird and somehow awkward, and leave technological devices? That's the point. So the technological wins over technology. Fine. So now for 63, we said that the best choice is choice D, efficiency, with greater efficiency. Very good. All right. now شوفوا معي عافاكم جو ريبيت هذه القضية هذه. Il y a des fois you find a choice which is maybe 98% correct. It's correct grammatically. I mean, there is nothing to criticize in that. But it's less frequent. It sounds awkward. So you take the one that does not sound awkward, which is more natural to say. Is it technological devices or technology devices? You see, that's the thing. Okay. Now, let's move on to probably 64. I don't know if this image can move. It cannot move. Anyway, let me zoom out the rest from 64 onwards. Yeah, I'll have, but anyway, I'll have to zoom it. من 64 شوفوا 64 ها هي ونديروا معاها فوالا 64. So let me do let me show you the full thing here, the full picture of it here. Voila. Just read it now. 64. Voila. 64. If you don't know the meaning, and then in the dictionary, do we say for in the dictionary, look it up in the dictionary, look it out in the dictionary, and look it out in the dictionary? All of you, ladies and gentlemen, agree, at least the friends who have answered here, there is this agreement that it's B. Yes, because the phrasal verb is to look up a word in the dictionary. Even the expression we look for a word, ça vient du français chercher un mot dans le dictionnaire. It's not really, it does not sound correct. So the best expression, the most accurate expression is to use this phrasal verb to look it up. To look it up, you look a word up in the dictionary. Okay, thank you very much. Now, 65, which sentence is correct? Gunpowder was invented in China thousands of years ago. Gunpowder has been invented in China thousands of years ago. Gunpowder was being invented in China thousands of years ago. Gunpowder had invented in China. Isn't this easy? Okay, so Asma says it's A. 65. B. Okay, is it A or B? Most of you, our friends, say it's B. We have an exception, perhaps. We have Dania Rashid and we have Nizha who say, so one of them says it's B and the other one says it's C. Okay, thank you. And the rest say that it's A, and Figik says it's B. Thank you. Okay, nice. Thank you. And LKM says it's C. All right. Now here, as Wubka rightly says, so please, and this is a message, ladies and gentlemen, this is a message. When you read questions like these, what is at stake is the tense. They are playing with the tense here. So they are testing your knowledge, of tenses. And in tenses, when we do tenses, common sense sometimes may not play, may not be crucial in determining the right word. In tenses, what we have are time indicators. Is there any indication of any tense? Okay. For example, if those friends who say, okay, it's A, we have gunpowder, and then was invented. What tense is this? It's the past, except that the verb is in passive voice, but it's still the simple past. Is the simple past here justified? Answer, yes, the simple past here is justified. Why? It's because I have the expression thousands of years ago. When you say ago, it's a past. You have a time expression, and ago, is it 11 years ago, thousands of years ago, 1 hour ago, 1 minute ago? That's still simple past. So gunpowder was invented. Here is a verb in the passive voice, yes, but it is conjugated now in the simple past. Very good. Yeah, Dr. Mustafa. That's very good. It's A. Since we have the keyword ago, which goes in but thank you, Hamza. Thank you. That's true. Thank you, Suhail. I missed that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Zakaria. Thank you, everyone here. I'm sorry if I have not had occasion to read your suggestions. So that's true. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hanan, are you talking about question 65? ما يمكنش نديرو past perfect حنان لأن past perfect in English. شوفوا اسمعوا هذه النويطة هذه. We use the past perfect only when we have two actions in the past, but chronologically one comes before the other. Okay, Figik. Okay, I'll explain why and why C and D. Wait, بلاتي كيفاش واي سي ان دي؟ بغيتي تقول واي نوت سي ان دي ياك؟ واخا نشرحهم وحده بوحده واخا ياك شرحناها ياك شرحناها نمشيو نشوفوا بي علاش ماشي هي هذيك. B says gunpowder has been invented in China thousands of years ago. So, Mr. Figig, we have thousands of years ago. We have the keyword ago. But, yeah, we are talking about 65. My dear friends, we are talking about 65. Please mention questions when answering. Please do that, yes. So for 65B, gunpowder has been invented in China thousands of years ago. That's not possible. Why? Because the word ago excludes automatically any present perfect tense. So the present perfect is not allowed here because I have ago. All right, so B is out. حيت عندك ago ما عندك ما دير. Okay, now C, gunpowder was being invented. Here, for those who think C is possible, I say also this is not possible. Why? In order for C to be possible, we need to continue. We need to provide further context. For example, gunpowder was being invented thousands of years ago in China when a big dinosaur showed up in the country. You understand? So that will be tantamount to a long action interrupted by a short action, which is not the case here. So neither B nor C is possible. Fine. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. You're amazing. You do master the grammar in providing these explanations. For the last one, gunpowder had invented, of course, nobody would accept this, but it's good to expose a problem when you have this confusion. So thank you, specifically Figig, because Figig wanted me to explain. So I did that with great pleasure. Thank you very much. D is not correct because had invented needs an object. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yes. Okay. Can we move on to question 66, ladies and gentlemen? Question 66. Due to inflation, house prices in Casablanca have become totally what? All right. Let me read D for you just to save space. أنتم شو بلاتي. Wait. رب ضارة نافعة. رب ضارة نافعة. Look. ستوستي أنتم شو بحال هبة مثلا أنقول لك بلاتي wait. أوكي عندنا بلاتي عندنا هبة ياك واخ أبو بكر وعندي عبد النبي وعندي زهور وعندي هبة وعندي حتى السي مصطفى. You see, this is حتى جمال يلا تتسالي واحد نظر. This is an excellent example of something you should never do. I repeat, this is an excellent example of something you should never do. You know why? You answered before looking at what D holds in store for you. وما يدريك. How do you know, my friend? هذا هو الخطأ الفادح اللي كيوقع فيه الإخوان. ربما هنا bien sûr c'est affordable because it's for sure, it's sure. ولكن this should not preclude this possibility of looking at D and disproving that it's D or saying that it's not okay, discarding it. متفقين ولا لا؟ Promise that when you take up any multiple choice question you have to read all the options. One of the mistakes شتي تكون un génie peut-être ما غادي تجيب une note. Je suis vraiment désolé de le dire, mais because I have been with these things for a lot of time. All right. Okay. Accidentally, let me say, those of you who answered, accidentally, okay, B. So B is correct by accident. Okay. It just happens that it's correct. So it's affordable. Thank you. Let me read out the last choice that I have here. It was affording. So الألطاف الإلهية for affording is not okay. That's so affordable is fine. Thank you, Maram. Maram promises that she will not do this again. That's very good. Do this again means not read the 4 choices. You see, what you should do here is stop until I show you the all the other answers. Okay. والبارح, okay, before the day before yesterday, there was a fragment of a question where we have only 2 options, and I remember one of the ladies on TikTok said that we don't need to see the other choices. It's this. It's evident. It turned out that was wrong. Okay, nice. So let's move on, please, with question 67. Let me change this. 67. Donc I have to move 67 هم هادو. Alors 67 هاي. Voilà. So arrêtez le partage, نمشيو لهاد 67 هاي. Look at 67, please. Had it not rained, the farmers, and then we have space, all of their crops. And what the question for 66? For 66, it's affordable. It's B. It's affordable. For question 66, it's affordable. Okay, now for question 67, had it not rained, comma, the farmers, and then we have all their crops. Is it would lose, should have lost, or could have lost? Most of the answers here are in favor of answer D, which is, of course, good. That's true. علاش؟ لا احنا on est en train de parler على احنا كندiscutيو question 67. Increase of prices, that's true. Yes, كاين هاد inflation is increase of prices. احنا 67 عافاكم. هذا الشيء علاش لا زهور الله يجازيك بخير الا قدرتي تكتبي لنا الرقم. اكتبي لنا الرقم ديال السؤال باش لان كاين اجوبه كيوصلوا متاخرين باش ما نوقعوش في مشاكل. Okay, so as our friends correctly say here, in this sentence, in sentence 67, we have a case of conditional type 3. What is conditional type 3? Is if plus Oh yes. اسمحوا لي. Qu'est-ce qu'on a dit في زهور is right here. عافاكم. You see, was the answer affordable or unaffordable? التي Wait. Mr. Zakaria, you are right. Yeah, I had in mind this unaffordable. I was more disturbed by the last choice. So it's just, yeah, that's true. So we are talking about question 66, my friends. Question 66. So I would like to thank Zhor. I would like to thank, it is C. It is C. Yes, it is C. I would like to thank you very much for pointing that out. It's just a mistake that, because I was looking for an adjective. That's true because this is inflation. Please correct that. So it's not affordable, it's the opposite, it's unaffordable. Okay, 66, it's C, not B. I apologize if I say that, because I was concentrating also. داكشي علاش ما خصناش نتخرقوا الله يجزيكم بخير حتى when the answer comes late and when you don't write the numbers, please write numbers. Comme ça, on est tranquille. Thank you very much. So it's 66 is C, unaffordable due to inflation. Okay, prices are high. House prices in Casablanca have become totally unaffordable. Nobody can afford them. Machine nobody more. Hardly any or many people cannot afford buying a house or an apartment because of inflation. So thank you for pointing this out. Okay, pointing this out. Now for question 67, yeah, that's true. Okay, thank you. So thank you very much for acting in concert to point the mistake out. It's not an error, it's just a mistake because I was, it's unaffordable, in fact. Thank you, Suhail. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Let me say something about the first part, just in case we have friends here who are not aware of this phenomenon in English. In the English language, when we want to express conditional type 3, okay, to write a sentence, to use conditional type 3, the rule is if plus past perfect, and then you have the second clause is would have something, okay, would have done something. For example, if it had rained, if it had rained, if it had not rained. So this is a conditional type 3, the first clause of conditional type 3, of a conditional type 3 sentence. But there is this stylistic possibility in formal English. There is this possibility for if to get deleted, and when you delete if, you replace this deletion, you compensate for this deletion by inverting, the verb and the subject, or the auxiliary and the subject. That's why we have had it not rained. It means if it had not rained. Okay, very good. Yeah, it is an instance of inversion. It's conditional type 3 with an inversion. Better call it inversion. It's not a case of front-in. Front-in is usually when you front, when something is another place and then you front it, when you move a phrase from the object position to the subject position. Okay, never mind. So if it had not rained, what are we expecting in the second part? It's would have or could have. Yes, Mr. Abu Bakr, thank you. That's true. So had it not rained, the farmers could have lost. So it's D. Is there any objection to D, or do you all agree? Could have lost. Could have lost. But it rained and they did not lose. Nice. So is there any objection to the choice that we have made here? We chose D. If you agree, that's something, that we can mark as achieved. Okay, very good. So 68, ladies and gentlemen, which sentence is correct? They are developing a new type of washing powder. A new type of washing powder is developing. A new type of washing powder is being developing. And they are developed a new type of washing powder. Iman says it's A. بلاتي ابو بكر. ويت. مزيان بلاتي. غادي نرجعوا ل 67. My friends, I kindly request that you stop. We will go back to 67. Why? Because Mr. Abu Bakr is saying should have lost. Why not should have lost? Very good. Abu Bakr and my friends here. Abu Bakr and my friends here. Avakum, could you possibly stop, answering question 68? Pause for the moment. Let's go back to question 67. Abu Bakr says we may say, had it not rained, farmers should have lost. Except that, my dear friends, those of you who still don't know this or who don't remember it, should have plus past participle. لا. Abu Bakr, c'est même pas ça. No. Okay. Should have plus past participle. Should have plus past participle is used, or we use this, you should have plus participle when we want to express the idea of a mistake in the past. A mistake in the past. باش كان اكسبريميوها should have. مثلا en arabe كنقولوا كان عليك دير شي حاجه. You should have called me يا صاحبي. You should have called me. It's a blame. It means you made a mistake. So we call this a mistake in the past. You see? So is it true that farmers كان عليهم يلوزيو كل شيء؟ No. بحال كتقول they made a mistake in not losing everything. You see? So here there is nothing to blame farmers on. The more likely interpretation is that thanks to the precipitations, thanks to the rain, okay, farmers have saved their crops. If it had not, okay, thank you, Abu Bakr. Thank you very much. Now let's move on to 68, which tense is correct. And now 68, the majority said it's A. And yeah, that's A. That's A. Is there anyone who believes that B is also correct? Yes, absolutely. لأن advice in the past it becomes a mistake. هي كان عليك دير شي حاجة. Voilà. All right, very good. Yes, okay. So my friends, tell me about B. About C and D. Figig, tell us please about the number. عافاكم الله يخليكم. I insist on the fact that you could have called me, you should have called me, that's true. You could have called me. Should is more of a blame, that's true. You know, it's more intense as a blame, but I do agree with you, Zhur Fayrouz. We can also say you could have called me, but you didn't. Okay, 68. Figik is asking about C and D. C, a new type of washing powder is being developing. No, you cannot say that because number one, you have is and then you have the verb develop. We have a case of passive voice. It means someone is developing a washing powder. Someone is developing a washing powder. So a new type of washing powder is being developing. أولا is being developing. It means that you are there and you look at the process or you witness the process. So this is not possible, of course. And what we have here is passive voice. So in passive voice we don't use شوف عافاكم ما كاينش شي passive voice اللي فيه ing. نعاود ما كاينش passive voice كتكسبريما ing على الفيرب ماشي l'auxiliaire. The letter, I am writing the letter. سمعوا هذه. I am writing the letter. سيفيكيك. You listen. I am writing the letter. هذا present continuous. بغيت نقلبها passive voice. عندي الحق نكتب writing بالاي ان جي في الباسيف ما يمكن ليش حيت passive اوتوماتيكمون غادي خصو يكون sous forme d'un past participle. So the letter is being written into now. You understand me or no? So see, not possible. They are developed anew. ما يمكنش. They are developed anew. No, that's okay. They are developed anew. They are developing, not developed. Okay, so we are left with how about B? Hanan, like so that's I couldn't get this, please. Hanan Abarag, would you kindly write your request in full? Nizha, that's how I'm going to talk about that. عافاكم واخا كتكتبوا how about B قولوا لي لو شيفر الله يخليكم واش 68 67 الله يرحم لكم بوالديكم الله يجازيكم بخير. اوكي انا غادي نجاوب كانك كتسوليني على 68. B, a new type of washing powder is developing. Is this correct as a grammatical? Is it a grammatical sentence? Yes, it is. But what does it mean? Look at this. When you say a new type of washing powder is developing, it means either you are a chemist or a botanist, I don't know, or anyway, a specialist in developing detergents, and this type of detergent develops naturally by itself. It's not by people. But does the washing powder, okay, grow like the flower does? No. So we need someone to develop it. So a new washing powder is developing. Impossible to say that. Okay. A new form of life in the ocean is developing. Yes, we can say that. A new animal species is developing. Yes, we can say that because it's nature that develops. This is what we call an ergative verb. But here for the washing powder, no, you cannot say that. So B, grammatically, it's fine, but A wins over it for reasons of logic, because in grammar there is also logic, yes or no? Very good. Okay, my friends. Okay, Inzaha, so I hope I have answered your question. Number 69, you had better, and then we have a space, the tourist information office. One sport league, which form is more academic and writing, active or passive form? Both are good. Both are good. This will depend. It's better to vary where you can vary. Where you want to highlight the doer of the action, you don't need passive voice, of course. Okay. You said ergative verb. Yeah, it's an ergative verb. Like you have some verbs that can be. You see, they are initially. These types of verbs. They are initially transitive verbs, but sometimes in certain contexts they become intransitive. For example, you have you read the paragraph easily. We can read the paragraph easily. The paragraph reads easily. So in the first instance, you have the verb to read requiring a direct object. That direct object becomes the subject, etc. Someone melts the snow. You see? And next morning I can come and say, well, the snow has melted. So this is it. Developing the powder has developed. For 68, the correct answer, of course, is A. It's A. Very good. Okay. Now for 69, you had better, and then we have space, the tourist information office. Is it you'd better inquiring at, inquiring to, inquire to, or inquire at? Thank you, Abu Bakr. Excellent. That's excellent. Thank you. All right. Let me correct a mistake that is widespread among students. When you use the expression you had better or you'd better, you don't need to use to after it. You had better plus verb, and that's a piece of advice. You had better, you'd better, answer your boss immediately. You'd better go right away, etc. Not you better to go right away. And anyway, inquire at, because we have the information office. So we need at. That's why C is not possible. So it's D, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, don't make the same mistake in regard to question 70. Learn from your mistakes, please. Let me zoom on it. 70, okay, yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, 70 is okay. 70, I don't think you can see it anyway. It's fine. Can you see it now? 70. سهيل خويا سهيل الله يرحمك الوالدين قول لي كي النيميرو الله يخليكم بلاتي Maram, sir, had better refers to past or present? It's a present. It's present. You had better. You'd better go now. حتى في الفوتور. You'd better tell me when you arrive. You know, you'd better see your doctor when you arrive in Washington or in Rabat or whatever. Fine. سي سهيل الله يخليك قلتي واي دي ما سمعتكش زعما ما عرفتش علاش كتهضر. سهيل 69. You had better inquire. Yes, it's D because so A is not possible حيت عندي you had better bare infinitive موراها. You had better do something. Donc A et B غادي يمشيو بحالتهم. ياك سي سهيل. A and B out. بقينا مع البارسا والريال. C و D. واش نقولوا؟ You'd better inquire to the tourist information office or at, because we have an institution, because we have an office, it's at. Very good. So let's move on to 70. You cannot see 70, no? Linda, I don't want to zoom it. So let me read for you, please. 70, we have space, and then we have my roommate snores loudly. Thank you, Iman. Thank you. Thank you. Snores, not snooze. Snores. You know snoring. Very good. Thank you. Okay. My roommate snores loudly. I cannot sleep. So which one is it? Whoever, whenever, whatever, however. Yes. So for question 70, it's B. Whenever my roommate snores loudly, I cannot sleep. 70, it's B. Unless you have something. Very good. Thank you, C. Mustafa. Thank you. Yes, كلشي كيقول it's B. So you don't have any question, any problem in this regard. Okay. Can we move on, please, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, yes. Okay. Nice. So let's do this. Okay, télépartage. نديرو هذه. For 70, can you see it? Oh my God, this, we have this. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, can you see that? You can see that. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at this guy again. He has come to say that this live is, you know, I think I have to report this. Unwanted. Okay. Promote. Yes, this is it. report. I don't know why this nasty soul is coming to disturb us here in this live. That's Frank Joseph. I don't know if there is a possibility for you to report because he's really disturbing us here. It's the second time he comes to show that he dislikes. I even blocked him from this. Okay, I kick him out. I did. So he's not going to. He may come under a different name. Anyway, people are so sick. But I remember, I think that this is someone with whom I had a very lengthy discussion in the form of comments way back in August 24. I remember because there was a discussion, but because he is he says he's not a linguist. I think he's this person here. I think there was an exchange, and he turned out not to be. He turned out to be un clochard. C'est comme ça. All right, I deleted him anyway. Very good. So I did that. So we don't have room for nastiness here. It's only clean people. Very good. So let's move on, please, ladies and gentlemen, with the discussion. So شنو عندي 71. Majid wanted to know who had given him the laptop. Majid wanted to know who had given me the laptop. So A, B, C, D. Okay. Yeah, Maram, مع الأسف. I don't know if they think that I am here because I have become rich because of YouTube. And I am neither rich nor, I have 31 people watching me. That's it. Just to exchange, to spend some good time. That's all. But I don't know. I may have a name that is, it's a faux compte. I don't know. But thank you anyway. Thank you. So all of you say it's A. Thank you. 71 B. شكون قال 71 B. Palestina. Check again, please. 71 B. No, you cannot have B. You cannot have B because this is an indirect interrogative. An indirect interrogative. That's true, madam. An indirect interrogative does not need a question mark. It's A, everyone. It's A. Thank you. It's A. Very good. Okay. Anything else, please? Any question? No question. Okay. Very good. Yes, I see now. Thank you. Now, 72, the employees will probably refuse, and then we have space, government retirement proposal. Thank you, Hamza. Hamza, very well put. Thank you so much. Thank you. So for 72, كتبتي غير 7 ساعات ما عرفنا واش 71 ولا 72. Okay, so عافاكم كتبوا لي الارقام. دونك 72 we are لا انا ما سوري غادي نقرا لي كيستيون اللي فيهم الارقام حيت that causes a little headache please. فوالا كيكتبوا 72 C 72. Okay. So employees will probably refuse the latest. So it should be C. It should be C, 72. Not A, my friends. No. The latest. Okay, the latest. Can I say something about the letter? Say yes, so that I can say something about the letter. Just in case we have friends here who may be confused. Okay. Look at number 1. Look at A, the letter. Si Shakir ما محسوباش لا كيستيون ديالك يا اخي لا ريبونس ديالك علاش باسكو tu n'as pas écrit le nombre ديال لا كيستيون لان كيجيوني دي كومونتير معطلين غنصدقوا نداروا بحال داك الكونفيوجن ديال قبيله. جو فريمون ديزولي. لا ما يمكنش تكون the latter. صافي. The latter is usually it's best used without any complement, like the latter thing. The latter something that's more awkward. Okay, so the latter is when you're talking about two elements, two elements. Let's call it elements. Um, Two individuals, for example, two things. For example, I have two outstanding students, you see, in my classroom, Omar and Saeed. The former, thank you, Palestina, the former بحال اللي كتبتها هنايا ولا كتبها Palestina, the former is from Bni Millal and the latter is from Tmara, for example. The former refers to the first one, Omar. The latter يعني في l'ordre, the second. In Arabic we have هذا الأخير. بالحق ما عندناش هذا الأول. بالفرنسية we have ce dernier. Mais on n'a pas ce premier. Okay? Very good. Yes, except we don't say the latter thing. It's a bit... so here the one that is widely used is the latest government retirement proposal, assuming that every now and then there is a retirement proposal from the government. Ok, عافاكم الناس اللي بغات تستعمل هاد the latter pour dire ce dernier, c'est avec deux T. All right, my friends, thank you. Now, question 73. The demonstration continued. The word latter is anaphoric because it refers back to something already mentioned in the discourse. That's true. That's true. So Goldie says 73, it's B until the demonstration continued until the police arrived in large numbers. So do you follow suit? Okay, 73B, 73B. Is there anyone who has another answer, for example, or a question or something? You can say, why not this? Okay. Zainab Ines, Ustadha Zainab, yes, that's correct. I agree with the overwhelming majority, of course. I don't know whether there is someone who, among you, ladies and gentlemen, who may have a problem, or has a problem. Okay, it's until. Everyone says until. Waha. Hamza. Why not? Hamza. Very good. Yes. Just imagine we can. Why not D? Shakir also says why not D. When do you use afterwards? مزيان هاد أسئلة رائعة. وخصني نوقف هنايا شوية باش نهضروا عليها. الله يجزيكم بخير. Parce que yes, Hamza, all of you are asking excellent questions. And I'm very happy because this is an opportunity for me to say something. If we say afterwards, if we say afterwards, we will have a problem. Let's say هي سيمانتيكمون ما جاتش ولكن let's say لا عندي مثلا the demonstration stopped عاد جاو هذه فيها شويه de la logique mais on peut pas dire afterwards هنايا parce que si je dis sorry because if I say afterwards, if I write afterwards, I will make a bigger mistake. I will solve this problem in terms of meaning, but I will fall into another problem, a problem of a run-on sentence. غتكون عندي ما يسمى بالrun-on sentence وهي أنا كما كنقول الطلبة ديالي they laugh at this كنقول لهم من الكبائر ديال writing. الكبائر اللي عندنا في writing هي ديك run-on sentence هما fragments. So si je veux dire afterwards شنو خصني نكتب continued. I have to put a full stop and then capital A for afterwards, comma, and then continue. Do we have that here? No, we don't. The same thing goes for then, my friend. You see? So you have the demonstration continued. ولا stop. حنا نديرو stop باش نقربوا شويه المعنى. let's say the demonstration stopped ولا continued باش ما تقولوش راه بدل continued full stop واخا هي شويه weird but full stop عاد نكتب then كما عاد ولا semicolon thank you semicolon plays the role of the full stop بالحق afterwards وذن مع الكلوزز راه لي تو كلوزز تفرقوا. Very good, سي مصطفى. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bubakar. Thank you. Then suggest that the first action was finished before the second. Yes, that's right. Oh, anyway, even if we ignore this, palasathina, even if we ignore this and we assume there is no confusion, it still afterwards is not possible, then is not possible. Because they require the two sentences to be separated. Then, so we have until is a subordinator. Okay, until the police arrived in large numbers. All right, so I hope it's clear, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. If you have further questions or you don't understand, you can refer to me again so that we can say something, or our friends here can also, and they have generously been contributing to this, discussion. Okay, now let's move on to question 74. Which sentence is correct? We have A, how wonderful that movie was. How wonderful that movie was with an exclamation mark. And then B, so B, how wonderful that movie was, and how wonderful was that movie. All right, Goldie says it's C. I think also for as one of the fanboys link. اوكي ثانك يو. عندي واحد السؤال انا ضروري. Yes, please, Jamal. Thank you, Jamal. Thank you for putting this. اسمح لي راه عندي شي سؤال هنايا. Please everyone عندي شي سؤال هنايا مهم. Je sais pas. اللي سولني على then. Please everyone قبل وقيله ياك. Sorry, there is a question that is important. غادي خصني نقلب عليها. الله يخليكم. ما عرفت شكون سولني اون كيستيون هنا اللي هي شفتها مهمه اون بارتي يمكن يا تمسحات يا ما عرفتش. الله يخليك اللي سولني. يس احنا هذاك الشيء علاش لون 12 لون 12. اوكي شاكر I'll have to answer you. Thank you. هي logically we cannot use it. It does not seem natural. انا قلتها لكم داكشي علاش انا كنت بدلت لو فيرب وخفت يقولوا عليا باللي راه لا حيتبدل. دونك هي اصلا ما جاتش. ولنفرض انها it makes sense. داكشي هو لو بوين اللي كنقول. لنفرض انها it makes perfect sense au niveau ديال لا لوجيك au niveau ديال المينين. Still afterwards is not possible. Then is not possible. Okay, Lone? Thank you. Shakir says why not then was the question. Why not then? إلا بغينا نديرو then السي محمد شاكير أولا كاين ان بروبليم ديال لا لوجيك. لا لوجيك لأن the employee will فين حنايا the demonstration continued. فاش كنقولوا continued راه it was it took some time. ما يمكنش continued and then after this يمكن stopped after غادي تجي ولكن continued and then after immediately no. هذا من جهه اخرى واخا عندي stopped مثلا ماشي continued راه then غادي خصها ان بوين ولا سيمي كولن عاد نكتب then عاد غنكمل. Voilà, that's the point. Now let's move on to question 74, my friends. Question 74. I need you to type your answers for question 74 now. Many of you said it's C, so I missed that because I had to go back to these questions. Anyway, it's C. Yes, C. كاين شي حد عنده شي سؤال هنايا. Thank you, Figik. Absolutely. There should be a comma before then. Yeah, some punctuation. Yeah, a comma semicolon is possible here. ولكن باش نقولوا هكا then no. And it was made on purpose here. The ones who constructed the test were aware of these things. Donc كل شيء كيقول اوكي 74 دي. لا ما وصلناش 75 اخويا، لا 74 احنا في 74. Suhail says it's D. 74 D. How wonderful was that movie? I was expecting someone to say it's D too. But Mr. Suhail, ماشي سهيل, je ne sais pas, c'est qui شكون؟ oui, c'est Suhail. C'est Suhail, here we don't have a question. We don't have a question. And because we are not asking a question, what we are doing now is just wondering, we are exclaiming. So we don't have a question. B and C can be B and C. How wonderful that movie was. B is not possible, Hamza. For 74, B is not possible. C is the correct choice. B is not okay, because we are not asking a question here. We are wondering, we are exclaiming, so we need an exclamation mark. Thank you, Mr. Filter, you are welcome. All right, so here it's not possible. D is not possible also because we have inversion here. Was that movie? لأن الناس فين غتمشي غتقول ودي عندي هنايا how wonderful. ايوا how is a question word بحال كنقولوا how are you. دونك غادي خصني ندير لا فيرسيون. شتي فين كاين trap هنايا. So it all depends on what we are performing. So inversion and question mark are possible only when you ask a direct question. We are not asking a question here. The reason why we should not choose B and we should not choose D. So the correct one is, of course, C, as the majority, the overall majority has said. Okay, what should I say if I want to ask a question? Hamza, if you want to ask a question, حيد لي هذاك وانا ما تبقاش تكتب لي وانا او اي تعلموا صاحبي شي شويه. I'm just joking, but it's fine. So in a way, I اكتب لي capital I. This is how we can okay. So if you want to ask a question, you need to use the question word like how, and then you invert. How did you manage to arrive under the heavy rains? How did you come to school? Did you? There is this inversion. And at the end, you have a question mark. Voila. So here, no, it's automatically. So how wonderful the movie was. If I have it, I will. Okay, Miriam, please, if you have a copy of it, I kindly request that you send it to me. I have a Facebook page, Your Academic Companion. Send me a copy so that I can, expose it here, and we will correct it and discuss it and provide all sorts of, of tips. Yalla, can we go to 75, please? Babysitting. Can we go to babysitting here? So babysitting can be for many people. Should we say babysitting can be exhausted? Babysitting can be exhausting. Can be exhaustiveness, can be exhaustingly. Which one? That's B. Thank you. البزازي شيماء. B. Ahmed says it's B. Hamza says it's B. Yassine, yeah, that's true. Donc اللي ما عنده شي مشكل هنا on pass. Thank you. On pass, donc on pass. ما كاينش مشكل. Very good. So let's move on to question 76. Voilà. 76, okay? I know I left my wallet on the desk and it's not there now. لا سي احمد كتب لي عافاك سميتو. سي احمد كتب لي الرقم ديال الكيستيون. الله يرحم والديك كتبوا الرقم ديال الكيستيون. 76, I know I left my wallet on the desk and it's not there now. Someone, is it, will have taken it, can have taken it, must have taken it, must take it. والو والو ما نجاوبكش هسي في جيج لان ما عرفتش علاش كتهضر شوي فريمون ديزولي. قلتي هاو اباوت اي واش رقم واحد ولا رقم 99؟ نو ام سوري ام سوري. اللي بغى يسولني يسولني بسميتو الله يخليكم because it's a lot of you know, it's a headache for me to I'm sorry to say this. Okay, never mind. So 76 76 سي دونك عندي اوكي ايمان، عندي احمد، عندي شاكر. فيري جود فيري جود. 76 سي مصطفى. جولدي يا فيري جود. اوكي 76 لا اعطينا سميتو must have taken. اوكي فاين فاين اوكي شيماء، ولكن كتبوا لي الرقم الله يخليكم، كتبوا لي الارقام بهذا بحال اللي كيديروا حمزه. 76 سي بالستينا. ياسين عبد النبي says it's also C. thank you. واخا 75 B. في جيك how about the word exhausted in question ما كنقولوش the question 75 it's just question 75. اوكي في جيك غادي نرجعوا مع في جيك ونرجعوا لهذه ال 75. How about the word exhausted? 75 babysitting can be exhausted. Okay my friend, we cannot say babysitting can be exhausted because the one who can be exhausted is the person doing the thing. Babysitting is an activity. The babysitter متفق معك can be exhausted and many babysitters are exhausted. Yes, so exhausted is the person, exhausting what you are doing is exhausting. So here we are talking about the activity of babysitting. Mr. Figi, I hope you got it now. Okay, 75 B صافي, we have settled it. Now 76 we have C. Lubna says okay, Lubna is talking about 70. Okay 75 دابا 76 76 C must have taken it. 75 isn't the adjective participle right? 75 كيفاش 75 isn't the adjective؟ 75 we have babysitting. شوف exhausted is a participle is a participle. exhausting حتى هي participle، وحده فيهم past وحده فيهم present. اوكي دونك 75 بجوج بهم are possible، ولكن يعني possible يعني they can be used as adjectives، ولكن هنايا اللي خصو يكون exhausted means tired، هو celui qui fait l'action. Mais le babysitting c'est une activité. Ok صافي settle this. 76 it's C, it's deduction, that's true, logical deduction. Or yes, when I tell you for example that if you tell me that I have walked for 7 hours non-stop, you must be joking. You must be joking means based on the big number, large number, this number of hours that you tell me, I realize that for sure, okay, 99% of the chances. Based on my commonsensical knowledge, I say, well, you are just joking. Especially that I know that you move only to work and you barely move out of the car. And you tell me the next morning you come tell me you walked for that number of hours. So must have, and this is in the past. It's a dedication, a deduction in the past. Okay. You know, for example, if you are expecting someone who will come from a foreign country or a faraway place, and that trip needs a full night or a full day, and the next morning he has not arrived, Of course, now with technology, you can know. But just imagine you don't have this. So you are expecting him or her, but he or she has not arrived. One hypothesis is that, okay, so you can say, oh, he has not arrived. So the plane must have taken off late. One possible conclusion in this regard. Yes, you slept. You must be. Yeah, but this is for present deduction, and if this happens in the past, it's must have, etc. Why there is no comma before and loan 12 which and 76 واخا 76 دي. I know I left my own on this and it's not no, we don't need comma, and is a coordinator, it's not even a subordinator. Even a subordinator, when it is even when a subordinator is in the middle of the sentence, there is no comma needed. For coordinators and subordinators, you write them directly normally. Okay, good. Next one, please. The dog broke away from the garden as it was, and then we have a space tied to the tree. Is it loosely? By the way, we don't say loosely, it's loosely here in this case because it's an adjective. Loose. Is it firmly? Is it forcefully? Or is it essentially? It's a logical assumption. Yeah, it comes under different appellations. You are right. Thank you. That's true. Okay. So A, loosely. Yeah, everyone is saying that 77 corresponds to A, loosely. Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. We have, so firmly, is the total opposite of loosely. Loosely means ما تزيروش ليدك la corde. Mais bon, firmly, it was firm. The opposite. Forcefully, by force, essentially has nothing to do there. So let's move on, please, to 78. I can't wait anymore. I really must get the central heating. Is it? I must really get somebody to fix the central heating. Somebody fix, okay, central heating. Or I must get to fix somebody the central heating, or somebody fixing the central heating. Oh yes, I know there will be some disagreement when it comes to this answer of the 78. Okay, some say it's A, others say it's B. Okay. A and B, A and B. For C and D, you are sure, all right? Very good. It's already good. Now, عندك البارسا والريال ياك. Somebody to fix and somebody fix. This is a bit confusing. So can I say, okay, when you are done, I can يمكن صافي يمكن جاوبوا الإخوان هنايا. For 78, we should distinguish between two expressions. You remember the expression about the one who went to the hairdressers? Okay. Okay. There is normally it's to have. Look at this. You have to have someone do something, like to have. Sorry, I will have my hair cut. Okay, to have his hair cut. بالحق إلا عندي to get, it means to bring. I will bring somebody. Why? To do something. So it's I must get somebody to fix. So it's A, my friends. It's A. I have to get somebody to fix. Here it's A. Somebody fix, it's confusing with have. I will have somebody fix my apartment, I don't know, my central heating system, or I will get someone to fix. You will get the mechanic to fix the car. You will have the mechanic fix your car. To have the car repaired, absolutely. but to get someone to do something. Okay, good. They asked me question 79. Question 79, please. They have asked me, going to the party, is it if I were going to the party or if I was going to the party? Or were you going to the party? Or D, that you were going to the party. اي 79. هنا كاين واحد شتين 79 غيكون فيه ديساغريمنت، شي غيقول شي غيقول بي. I will have to wait and I will have to spend some time on this to explain it. لا الأغلبية قالوا بي. كاين شاكر وقيلة وكاين جمال. ما عقلتش على لا كيستيون ديالك لون 76 question 76 قول اوكي 76 شنو دونك could you please answer my question what is your question my friend بلاتي نشوفوا لون فين نلقاوها بلاتي I cannot find you لون alone why there جاوبتك قلت لك وديرها في coordinators in coordinators راه ما كنديروش نورمالمون ما كنديروش الكاما coordinators اللي هما and خصوصا and or وهذا ما يمكنلكش دير كاما بين and واخا عندك two clauses he read the novel and he left ما يمكنش دير كاما and he left 79 لا ما كاينش inversion ما خصوش يكون inversion yes it's reported speech ولكن واش if I were ولا if I was thank you واش if I were ولا if I was I have to spend some time on this just to clarify something to you ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday we happened to talk about the subjunctive mood when it comes to the conditionals. Voilà, Palestina. Thank you. ولكن donc كنقولوا if I were you ياك if I were you I would travel انت باقي لي هنايا if I were rich I would get a very sophisticated car but I am not rich and I have not got a sophisticated car ياك why do we have if I were here because were is the verb to be in the subjunctive mood. What is it that forces the subjunctive mood here? It's because we have a supposition, we have a hypothetical, something hypothetical. You see, subjunctive is when you have something hypothetical. In conditional type 2, we have something hypothetical. يعني ماشي la réalité. If I had wings, I would fly. I don't have wings and I'm not. It's just in the imaginary. The reason why the verb is in the subjunctive. ولكن هنايا if I was, this has nothing to do with the conditional. It's just if here is just a synonym of whether. وبالتالي, in this case, in question 79, they asked me if I were is not correct because this is not a place for the subjunctive. Why? Because we do not have a hypothetical situation here. We just have a case of a reported speech. That's different. ما كايناش une supposition هنا ولا une situation imaginaire. So no need for I were. So it's just I was. But for I wish or if I were, متفق معكم, that's correct. Okay, there is no if I were in choices. I'm sorry if were I لا ولكن sorry there is no in the choices there is no if were I yes you are right I just had this in mind غبش just in case you have a situation that you may be asked I'm addressing would-be teachers anyway so if I were ماشي دائما فاش كتكون عندي if I or the verb to be in the past خصني نقول were هذا هو الميساج اللي بغيت نوصل لكم yes of course هذه راه ماشي it's not A because A it's if were I it's not if I were مي لو كانت عندي أنا if I were there راه ما غاديش تكون صحيحة parce qu'il ne s'agit pas d'un conditionnel I hope you understand me my friends in this okay let's go to the others please اللي عنده شي سؤال يسولني ماشي مشكل alors هنايا 99 نمشيو لكيستيون 80 ها هي 80 I think 80 is okay go to question 80 please yeah Mustafa yeah I understand yeah thank you yeah that's true ولكن أنا I anyway I had in mind talking about this واش فهمتوني ولا لا أنا بغيت غير نوصل ان ميساج باسكو هادشي اللي كنديرو سي اون اوبورتونيتي pour qu'on puisse s'introduire لشي حوايج اللي ربما كنردوش ليهم البال اوكي optative sentence with if only or I wish with past verb to be we can use يلا كمل لينا سي بوك باقي ما اوكي نمشيو لهذا alright مرحبا 80 of the opportunity no one applied for the job كل شيء قلبي okay in spite of the opportunity although of the opportunity and besides of the opportunity yes it's so the very fact the only word yes سهيل yes سهيل انا متفق معك وداك الشيء اللي قلت لك دونك مثلا هذه راه ريبورتد سبيتش very good when we say yes no and we report it so it becomes if I was دابا اللي كتب في هذه الحاله if I were تعتبر خطأ علاش لان were ما خصهاش تكون في subjunctive mood علاش لان subjunctive mood كنستعملوه فاش كتكون une supposition ولا شي situation imaginaire voilà okay so in spite of هنايا can we say for 80 it's not 8 80 Goldie do we say despite of does not exist despite of does not exist despite of does not exist okay so we have in spite of the opportunity ما عقلتش على 79 جو سي با كيس كنا دي 79 راه كنا it's B ماشي it's A it's A it's if I was not if were I if I was so it's B واخا نمشيو سميتو لهذا 80 it's A sorry A is not possible because we do not have such expression as despite of it's in spite of so it's in spite of, which means that it's not A, it's B. For number 80, the correct choice is choice B. And I think Jamal said that right. Okay, Goldie says that 80 is A. No, Goldie. Goldie and Abu Bakr, 80. No, please, no. No, 80 ما يمكنش نقولوا despite of. ما كايناش اصلا حتى شي حاجه ما كاينش شي حاجه سميتها despite of so it's just in spite of okay thank you although of the opportunity ما يمكنش so it's fine number 82 what do you suggest for number 82 that we couldn't see anything do we say It was too dark that we couldn't see anything. It was so dark that we could not see anything. It was dark enough that we couldn't see anything. Or it was such dark that we could not see anything. For 81, for 81, ايش كنقول انا؟ I'm sorry. جي غاتي yes, thank you. Okay. اسمحوا لي. Donc the building is divided into 6 blocks of flats, and then you have all has its own entrance, or each has its own entrance. Every has its own entrance. All of them has its own entrance. Donc pour 81 حمزة لا ما يمكنش. دونك عندي حمزة. وي عندي حمزة يا إيمان. yes حمزة, you cannot have all has its, or with all we have to have, not has. So the best choice here is each. Yes, for 81 it's each, so it's B. As many friends say thank you. So here the building is divided into 6 blocks of flats, full stop. Each has its own entrance. I came back to that. Came un décalage apparemment. So let's go to 82 now. Each and every. Okay. Wait a minute. See. Yeah, I think Dr. Mustafa has answered you. See البزازي, because I saw the أستاذة شيماء البزازي. What's the difference between each and every? سي مصطفى كيقول خصني نقول every something. Every block has. بالحق each ممكن نقولوا each block has. بالحق ممكن نقولوا each بوحدها. Okay? You see, I lived in a number of apartments, each with its problems. It means each apartment. But you cannot say every with its own problems. You have to say every apartment has its own problems. Thank you, Dr. Mustafa, for cutting it short. Very good. Let's go to number 82. Yalla, do the job for 82. Goldie, what is the difference between each and every? شيماء جاوبناها جو بونس. هذا الميساج معطل عندك. Goldie, say okay if it's okay. Say okay please. So for 82, أستاذة زينب قالت لنا it's B. What about the others? 82, tell me. Zainab and Yasin, it's B. Okay. Bill, Ed, اكتبوا لنا اخويا, اكتبوا لنا الارقام, الله يجازيكم بخير. Voilà. Ahmed, it's A. واخا زيد شوفوا في جيج it's A. شيماء it's A. سهيل it's C. كاين difference هنايا. I think this is a good opportunity for you to learn a lesson here, and it's good. شتو اللي كيطلع معايا في اللايف. لابد تكون الفائدة إن شاء الله, لابد. Nice. Okay. Nice. Alors, نبداو. Yeah, it's confusing في الظاهر ديالها, ولكن كاينين there are rules that we have to apply. Can you listen to me please? We may spend more time than the other questions, than we did on the other questions on this. Very good. Okay, for 82, it was too dark and it was so dark. Well, apart from the discussion as to what the difference is between so and to, we will leave this maybe until the end of this of our talk about this sentence. But there is one way of expressing, a consequence or cause effect by means of the expression so plus adjective plus that. What comes after so is the cause. What comes after that is the consequence. Okay. For example, uh, this room is so hot. This is the cause. That I had to operate the fan, to use the fan. Okay. من غير هاد لا ديستانكسيون سي بوكر لا انا غير دي اكسبرسيون اللي هما فيجي fixed expressions. So plus what you say after so is the cause, that what you say after that is the consequence. He was so hardworking that شنو هي la consequence? He had a very good grade. He was so lazy, that's the cause. That the consequence شنو هي ديال being lazy? He did not have a good grade. This room was so hot that I had to use my fan or the AC. Okay? Do you understand now why? So, etc. So that two is also a possibility, but in a very restricted context. When you have two, you see, when you have two, you have two something, two, another two, for the verb. For example, but not in cause effect. It's when you say something is not sufficient. For example, a father, can tell a mother that they should marry their son. Their son should get married, and the mother will exclaim, "Hey, why are you saying this? Our son is too young to marry." It means his young age will not allow him to marry. Another example, it's when I ask you, for example, to wear a coat and get out. Let's get out, to downtown. Let's go downtown. Wear your coat. You say, well, it's too hot to wear the coat. You understand me or no? So it's too something too. وبالتالي ما عندناش هذه دونك ماشي ممكن. B bien sûr عندي it was so dark that etc. It was dark enough. No, we have dark enough to do something. For example, he is young enough to play tennis. He is young enough to play tennis. ما فيهاش that. Such dark تسمعوا مزيان هذه my friends. Such dark كاينه ولا ما كاينش؟ كاينه ولكن ماشي بهذا الشكل هذا. كنقولوا it was such a dark night لان فاش كنستعملوا such خص يكون a noun phrase immediately after. So we can say it was so dark that we could not see anything, or it was such a dark night that we could not see anything. Donc فاش كنستعمل it was such تجي حداها a something عاد نديرو that etc. He is too short to play basketball. Yeah, I hope you understand me here. Alors أنا غادي الله يجازيكم بخير, but this is coaching, this is training. كل واحد فيكم يكتب لي une phrase فيها to لا ماشي هذه, عافاكم. كتبوا لي واحده فيها so that, وواحده فيها such that. Question 82. It was so dark. Nuhaila G asks me to repeat. Nuhaila, for question 82, the best choice is choice B. Why? Because we have a way, here we have an opportunity to express the cause and effect in one sentence. لا شيماء, لا ماشي هذا النوع ديال لي فراس, اسمحوا لي, هذه ما فيهاش سميتو. لا ما فيهاش cause effect. No, هذه خطأ زعما نجيك نيشان خطأ. Okay, so we can express this cause effect by using expressions like so plus adjective, and then after you have that plus consequence. داكشي اللي جا مورا so راه السبب، النتيجة كتجي مورا that. It was so hot in this room. هالمشكل سميتو السبب. It was so hot in this room that I used my fan. You see, I used the fan. I hope you understand me. Alors, نقراو دي فراز. شيماء عاودي لي لا فراز عافاك. C'est pas ça. It was so cold that I closed the window. Very good, Suhail. أبو بكر. It was such a brilliant idea. كمل لينا الفراز عافاك. ما محسوباش، كمل لينا الفراز. Palestina, I had such a great time that I lost track of it. Track of time, repetition, but it's good. This is what you just need to change time. It was so hot that we had to wait. Very good. كيفاش it was so hot that we had to wait? It was so hot that ما شرح لينا انا جو سوي اكزيجون في هذه المسائل عافاكم. It was too cold. لا سهيل خطأ يا سهيل. عاود الافراز. تعلموا شي شويه بوغ هذا. دونك ابو بكر says it was so noisy that I couldn't concentrate. Very good. Hamza, it was so hot that I fried an egg on the sidewalk. Very good. Yes. لا جمال no. اهلا سي سعيد، اهلا وسهلا. How are you my friend? Thank you for joining us. I was too tired to do the dishes last night. Very good, Palasathina. All right, thank you. Yalla, produisez des phrases pour vérifier. Okay, I think you are a bit tired, ladies and gentlemen. ما فيكم مكتب. Suhail, it was too hard. No, Suhail. No, Suhail. No. راه ما كايناش to plus adjective plus that. راه هضرنا عليها. خصك تبقى تقول it was so hard that I didn't. Okay. It was راه ماشي نتوما كتستعملوا غير it was. راه ماشي غير it was. My car was so slow that I arrived late to the city, to my destination. The car was so ماشي غير it. فوالا. هاد l'exemple ديال Palasathena. The students were so noisy that I couldn't hear the teacher. Very good. This one is very good. Shaima, it was so delicious. علاش عاودتي so that I couldn't stop eating. غير that I couldn't stop eating without so. It was so delicious that I couldn't stop eating. And Dr. Mustafa is asking you kindly to respect capitalization because this is a learning opportunity. Anyway, this is a practice opportunity, a learning opportunity. Okay, very good. Anything else, my friends? The students were so noisy that I couldn't hear the teacher. That's very good. I think I read it before. Anyway, you could have written also, sentences with such that, but that's fine. Anyway, Si Shakir, we were so excited that we couldn't wait for the match day. Very good, Shakir. That's a very well written sentence. Abu Bakr, it was such a brilliant idea to use AI currently. ماشي في هذا الكونتكست زعما لا فراز هي صحيحه هكا صحيحه ولكن اسكو سا اكسبريم هذاك لا كوز ايفيكت خصك تقول it was such a brilliant idea that everybody uploaded it. اوكي وهذيك راه صحيحه بيان سور ولكن في another context. Okay, now let's move on. Perhaps there is no. So what's the answer for 82? The answer for 82 حمزة يزا. واش كتشارك معنا ولا كتسنى الأجوبة؟ شارك صاحبي معنا شي شوية. Okay, thank you anyway. Thank you, Si Hamza. Okay. For 82, it was so dark that we couldn't see anything. صافي حمزة. Voilà. It was such a nice team that I couldn't say goodbye. Very good, Lumna. Very nice. Alors, نرجعوا la question 83. 83. You've been working hard all day. And then you have be tired. So, موالين must يبانوا هنايا. موالين must يستاسيونيو يستاسيونيو هنا comme ils disent les internautes. Si Said, it was so bright that we couldn't see the car come in. Very good. Yes, that's true. So 83 is B, rhetorically correct. Okay, very good. It was okay. So it's B for 83. Yeah, because that's a logical deduction, as one of our friends has said. So must, not can, not can't, not mustn't. It's B. واخا عندي لكم سؤال. If I look at 83, look at 83, look at 83. إلى عندي you haven't worked for 1 week. You haven't worked, you haven't gone to work, ولا you have been at home, you have been in bed, I don't know. You have been at home, you haven't worked for the whole week. You and then tired. يعني بغيتي تقول I am sure you are not tired. ليه كتكذب؟ Voilà, you must not be tired. Very good, Hamza. I'm sorry, اسمح لي حمزة. Not very good, اسمح لي. It's palasat هنا. You can't be tired. It means I am sure you are not tired. لا ماشي must not. سي أحمد لا. فوالا تما كاين عاوتاني واحد لو تروك. تما كاين واحد it's a trick, it's a trap. Okay? So let me tell you. واخا سوبريميو داكشي. Can I give you an example, please? If a friend of yours comes to you and says, نجبدو le même exemple ديال قبل, I have walked for 17 hours non-stop. I can laugh, I can say, you must be joking. انت ما كتمشي حتى كيلومتر في النهار كتقول لي 17 كيلومتر 17 ساعة ولا je sais pas. You understand? So I say you must be joking. Okay? Well, if a person who I know always runs for 3 hours, he comes and says, I have run for 10 kilometers. I have covered 10 kilometers running. Someone else, يمكن سهيل. Yeah, okay. خلينا نكونسيدرو على الاكزامبل عطيتكم. I will not read the comments now. So anyway, someone who you know, okay, jogs and runs for hours, and he comes one day and tells you that he has covered 10 kilometers running. Someone will laugh at him, say, well, you are joking, come on. It's difficult. انت غتقول لا انا كنعرفو. He can't be joking. ما كيكذبش. He can't. It means I am sure he is not joking. The opposite is you must be joking. You can't be joking. He must be joking. He told me, I don't know. He can't be joking. He's serious. Voilà. This can't be true. It means I am sure it's not true. Very good. Let's go to the بلاتي نقرا عليكم داكشي اللي كاين في دي تما 84 دي فيها live بلا ما نزوميو عليها. D here in 84 it's live. It's hiding behind my head. Okay? So by August we will Do we say we will be living here for 5 years? Do we say we will lived here for 5 years? We will have been living here for 5 years, or we will live here. دي فيها live. هاد اللي كتشوفوا هنايا it's live. Everyone is saying it's C. Thank you. Is there anyone who can tell me why it is C? كاين شي واحد يقول لنا علاش؟ Why is it C? That's true. What makes this a future perfect, or a perfect, yeah, future perfect continuous here? What is it that makes it here? علاش? For 5 years indicates that it's continuous. Thank you. مزيان. في geek. Very good. مزيان. هذه oui. En fait, حتى le verbe living كنقولوا I am living in just as we say I live. Donc yeah, ولكن there is a شوف مزيان هادشي اللي كاتبين ليا قريته وصحيح ولكن الشرح ديالو ابسط بكثير من هادشي اللي كتهضروا عليه. Very good. keyword. شوفوا حمزة keyword هو buy. شتي راه عندي buy plus a time expression راه أوغست هو شهر 8. you see راه خصني نتوقع قبل ما نقرا خصني نتوقع نلقى future perfect. دونك عندي by August حتى واحد فادو ما perfect tense. دونك سي هو اللي perfect. فوالا. Okay, we have been here for 2 hours running. I am a little bit tired with some slight pain in the shoulder, presumably because I walked under the rain, because I had to go to the nearby cafe to have my evening coffee there. And I came and I feel that there is a problem here. I hope it will be it's just ephemeral. So we continue tomorrow if you nourish enough interest in these things. Okay, دابا قولوا لي في لي كومونتير عافاكم whether you like what we are doing here or not. Thank you my friend, thank you. Palasathena. هدبتيني اليوم بهاد السمية ديالك Palasathena. Lot of syllables, but thank you anyway. Okay, tell me if satisfied with these things, not satisfied. Tell me, please, will have lived also perfect. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Hanan. You said get well. Barakallahu feek. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. If you are satisfied, it's really nice. So we continue tomorrow. نمشيو tomorrow إن شاء الله نجدوا الطاقة ديالنا ونكملوا من 84 الفوق. شوف غدا كاين very challenging stuff also in writing. حيت هنا عطاو حتى دي زيكزيس في الرايتين غادي نديروهم بعد الا بغيتو نجيو reading comprehension ولا نبدلو نديرو مثلا دي كيستيون في لا بيداغوجي وفي هذاك في didactics of English. We can also deal with that. Thank you very much. Athena is okay. Athena, at least you remind us of the type of cheese that they have, the feta type of cheese. All right. Thank you, my dear friends. Allah يرحم والدين. Yasin says, thank you very much, والدين ووالديك. غادي نجيو إن شاء الله. We'll do things that I'm sure you will find of interest. As you can see, when you واش اكزام ما عقلتش بلاتي نفيريفي عافاك سمحوا لي انا فيريفي سور بلاس. sorry my friends, I'll have to check on the spot. So that's an exam ديال شمن سنة ديال 2014 هذا. هذا examen ديال 2014. فوالا. Voilà, Miriam, جاوبتك. Alors, but we need more examples, including other aspects of language rather than grammar alone. That's for sure. I'm just following this exam, and yeah, once we are done, we will soon cover, exhaust, the writing, the grammar part. غنمشيو نديرو writing, نديرو reading comprehension, ونديرو didactics إن شاء الله. Abu Bakr Buhdu says it's correct because live. Okay, so maybe it's a comment has reached us later. I did really appreciate that. Marhaba Abu Bakr. Thank you, my dear friends, and I wish you a good night. Let's meet tomorrow, inshallah, with other pieces of information and with more interaction from you. I'm not teaching you anything, it's just interaction here. Barakallahu fikum, and have a good time. Please encourage, share the I have a request, ladies and gentlemen. عندي واحد request, s'il vous plaît. Okay. J'ai une requête, une demande. إلا قدرتوا, you copy the link of this YouTube channel and paste it in all the groups that you have as a way of helping me maintain this effort. All right. Yes, inshallah, Suhaid, inshallah. Yes. Okay. So please do that. And when the live finishes, you come and like it. مازال ما ساليت عافاكم 20 personnes اللي كيشوفوا فيا. S'il vous plaît, if you are really serious, because as you can see, we have detractors, we have people who hate us for no reason. They come and dislike the live. After we are done with this live, before you go to bed or to do what you are going to do, go to the Facebook to this page, to the YouTube, and look for live and hit the like button and insert a comment, please. This way it will spread to more people. ما تنسوش هذه, s'il vous plaît. That's the only thing I'm asking. Thank you very much, and I wish you good night, ladies and gentlemen.